Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster and I thought I'd do another quick video for you today and I want to talk about something a little bit different and that is a new watch that I picked up a couple of months ago. Now this is the watch. It is the Casio G Shock, or one of the Casio G Shock models. For those of you that are interested in the technical side, it's a GA1000-4A and basically I was looking around for a new watch. I wanted something a little bit different, and I quite like the sort of the G Shock range. You know, they're tough, they're rugged, they're good for the outdoors, and this one just caught my eye. But what I'll do, guys, let me bring the camera a little bit closer in, and I'll show you in a little bit more detail. Right then, guys. Well, this is the watch. As I say, you know, the thing that attracted me to it was more the look of it than anything else. I quite like the sort of the bright orange mixed with the black. Now this has got all the standard features you'd expect on a fairly high-end watch. You know, you've got world time and date, stopwatch, timer, alarm, those kind of things. I'm not going to bother running through all those features. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that already cover those. But really, just to give you a very quick first glance, so you've got a very nice sort of rubberized double hole rugged strap, fits really nicely on the wrist. One thing I will say about this is if you don't like big watches, then this probably won't be for you. Now this is quite a large watch. I tend to wear mine quite high up the wrist. That's just how I've always worn my watches, and it's quite comfortable up there. If you bring it down lower, sort of where a lot of people wear them, sort of just on the joint of the wrist, moving your hand up and down, it does get kind of caught up a little bit when you're moving around. So that's just one thing to consider. Now features wise, I mean, it's got a nice little light on there, which if I just try and shield you from the light a little bit. Now obviously we're in quite a light environment, so that light doesn't show up as well as it would if it was dark. But one of the nice little touches is every time you turn that light on, it kind of activates, if you like, the luminescent hands, so they stay lit for a little bit longer, which is quite nice. Now this watch has a few little features that attracted me to it. One of them is has a thermometer. Now I've been playing around with this probably a couple of months now, and the problem I find with the thermometer is unless you take it off your wrist and you leave it sitting down somewhere for probably half an hour, if not a little bit more, it's picking up the temperature from your body, which means it's giving you sort of an incorrect reading. I mean, I've been standing around in kind of, I don't know, 14-15 degree temperatures, and this is reading in the high 20s. So really, if you want to use it as a thermometer, you do need to take it off and let it kind of sort of settle down to the ambient temperature before it will give you an accurate reading. But really, moving on to the main reason I bought this watch is that it has a digital compass. Now you can hopefully just see here. There's a button here, the word comp, which is for compass, and if I press that, what it will do is it will go into compass mode, and essentially the second hand becomes a pointer, which is telling me where north is. So if I bring this all the way around, let's have a look. So we're north-northeast. Let's have a look. Northeast. Keep moving. Now this is one of the problems. It only gives you a certain amount of time to do this. So I can press it again, and so we're now facing the second hand is at number 12, and we're now facing north. I appreciate that's not too easy for you guys to see right there. I know obviously every time I tilt this it changes, but essentially north is that way, south is that way, and really, you know, I'll be perfectly honest, I cannot remember the last time I actually used a compass when I was out and about. You know, it's not something I really do anymore. I tend to know all of the areas I go out really well, and you know, I don't need to use a compass. You know, I can just head in the general direction, and I know that I'm going to hit a road, so you know, me getting lost anywhere is really not likely to happen. Though I am planning on doing a lot more walking this year and going out to some areas that I've not been to before. I mean, I will have a map with me, I will have a proper compass, but I think I'm going to give this a little bit of a test just to make sure that this compass is actually usable. Don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. The watch itself has got sort of an anti-magnetic feature, so it shouldn't be affected by anything like that. But really, you know, it's more of a novelty than anything else, but it did attract me to it, and I do quite like it. So there you go, guys, just a very quick introduction to this watch. If you're thinking about getting something similar, I can definitely recommend this, providing you don't mind something that's a little bit chunky. This is probably not going to be my everyday wear. you know, I'll be using it when I go out and about, I'll be using it when I go out on hikes and things like that, and it's certainly comfortable enough to do that, but I think I'm probably going to go with something just a little bit smaller for kind of, you know, when I'm at work and things like that. I do like the style of this, I do like the way it looks, so I've actually seen a couple that are fairly similar to this, just a bit on the smaller side, without as many features, and I may well end up getting one of those just for everyday wear. But I hope it was useful, guys. As I say, there's plenty of videos on YouTube that will show you all of the features on this watch, and it's not something I'm going to bore you with on here. But if you want to know more about it, drop me a comment down below. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you'll all join me next time. Thanks, guys.